I want you to give me the 3 biggest mistakes that a buyer makes and the 3 biggest mistakes a seller makes. So buyers, listen up. What are the 3 mistakes that you got to watch out for?
If you're buying today and you truly can't afford it, don't even start. Spend the time fixing up your credit history and credit score. In my new book, Buy Close, Move Out, I actually have a chapter called Fixing Your Credit History and Credit Score Forever.
That's great.
Which I really think you've got to focus on first. Secondly, make sure that if you're buying a condo, make sure it's approved before you even look at it. Fannie, Freddie, and FHA right now represent 90% of all the mortgages out there. It's not going to change anytime soon. And if the building isn't approved, you're wasting your time. The other thing to watch out for with condos is this whole, we have retail, commercial on the first floor, condos above. There's a new ratio that's being put into effect where it's like 25% can be retail. If the condo is out of whack, just take a pass.
Okay.
You're never going to argue your way out of it.
Okay.
Third mistake,
Do it.
I got to say financing. You know, if you're not refinancing or financing right now, you're missing a golden opportunity. People are waiting for it to get to this magic 4.5%. Folks, it's never happening. It's never happening. Never going to 4.5%.
What's wrong with 5? 5's good.
You know, my very first mortgage in 1989 was 11.75%,
Oh, my Lord.
and I felt lucky to have it. It was with a co-op. And I just thought to myself, wow, I can buy a house. And a few years later, I refinanced to the whopping 8.5%. So when people tell me that they're afraid that 5.5%, 5.25% is too high,
Crazy.
I tell them to save more money and buy a less expensive property.
Okay, sellers' mistakes. 3, quickly, before we finish. What are the mistakes that sellers make that they have to guard against?
You have to stage your house today. Everybody expects your house to look like HGTV, and if it doesn't, you're not going to sell. 2, be realistic on price. If your neighborhood is filled with foreclosures, you're not going to get the price that you could have gotten in 2005. So suck it up, live with it, and sell your house. Move on.
I love you.
And the third thing I would say for sellers is you can't really do this alone. You're not going to save any money. I know it seems like you should be able to sell for sale by owner. This is a tough market, and you need an agent who really understands how to position you and is in touch with all the other buyers out there.